What is it, guys? Okay, so I just ended off the stream and the game, I went to the menu and I wanted to save and all that. I went to the menu and the girl asked me for a survey. So, and seemingly, because I ended the stream, I'm just gonna record this and put it on YouTube as a special thing. So, would you consider, so it's just a 10-question survey, I guess. I don't know what it is. So, would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human? That would be that would be very weird, wouldn't it? What? No. No.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
Yes. Yes, I think it depends. It depends who's in control, right? Depends on the users and the people that control it. Definitely if you have rogue AI.
If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be?
Okay. Can we just talk about how real she looks? That's insane. It's great. If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what could it be? Or what would it be? A book, cell phone, pen and paper, console, or an instrument. Are there more options? No. Okay, so sure, you could bring a book, but it would just you read it and you'll be done with it. Cell phone, you wouldn't have any use for it. Pen and paper, depends how much use I'd get out of that, but assuming it's one pen and some paper, it's just gonna run out, so wouldn't have much use for it in the long run. And a console. What kind of console? Like a PlayStation? No. No, you wouldn't be able to use it. So I'd bring an instrument just to be, I don't know, longevity, I suppose.
Do you consider yourself dependent on technology?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What
No
technology
questioning.
do you most anticipate?
Oh, what? Brain-connected devices? Androids, flying cars, space tourism, or brain-connected devices. Now, as much as androids are pretty much... They're in development, aren't they? They exist already. Not as sophisticated as in this game, of course, but they exist to a certain degree. If you haven't, just check out Boston Dynamics. It's a... they're pretty much the leading company on when it comes to robots. Flying cars also somewhat exist already. I've seen a prototype of that, but I don't really care for it. Now, the bottom two are definitely my favorites in this category. Space tourism. I love space. I love space. I love the universe. I love how unfathomable blah, 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 it is. I can't speak. It's so grand and mysterious, and I would love for it to be more accessible. Definitely within my lifetime, which probably is not going to be, so tears are shed. But yes, it's something I definitely anticipate. But in 2025, we'll have our first manned mission to Mars, I believe, so it's going to be awesome. And brain-connected devices could go either way, I believe, though. I believe it's going to be a... what's it called? A tipping point for technology.
Do you believe in God?
I do not. I'm not even going to go into it.
Would you let an android
No.
take care of your children?
Depends. It depends. First of all, I don't know if I'll ever have children, but assuming I do... It depends on, is it going to be on the situation, really? Is it going to be androids the same as in this game? If so, no, because all of them are deviating and having some sort of problem. To be fair, most of that, or all of those incidents, are user instigated, so... But... Even though how human androids could be, I will always believe in the human side of the interaction. So, I'm gonna have to say no.
How much time per day would you say you spend on an electronic device?
I stream for 4 hours a day. I have a phone. And when I get home, I also spend time behind my computer. So... a lot.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on by a machine?
Sure, why not? I mean, they would be more precise. Hell, it's already been done. They use it daily, so sure.
Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness?
Oh, what? Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness? It totally depends on what one's perspective of consciousness is. If you could go to the lowest level of consciousness, it's really just alchemy and electrical inputs and all of it. It's our DNA is all programmed in a certain way. I definitely think that, I don't know how much time in the future, it may be dozens of years, it may be decades, it may be hundreds of years, but I definitely think at one point we will reach the technological advancement or similar consciousness as that of a human. That's my view, so I'm gonna say yes. I definitely think that's a possibility. Survey results. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human? 65% of people said yes. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. I have a weird look on relationships, so... Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind? 71% of people said yes. It could. It could. Like, it depends on the user and those who are in control. It's definitely a possibility. If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be? My answer was an instrument, and 29% people also said an instrument. Why would you bring a cell phone or a console? Like, those are like the bottom on the list. Like, assuming you're literally deserted and miles away from civilization, you wouldn't have any use for that, so... I'd go the longevity route, assuming I won't be rescued. Do you consider yourself dependent on technology? Yes. 15%... What? How could you not consider yourself dependent on technology? Processed food, internet, for like banking and you know, everything. Everything uses the internet. You are dependent. In every way. Cars. Bikes. That's technology too. Even housing. What technology do you most anticipate? 36% of players actually said androids. Yeah, all of these are very interesting. I can't wait to see all of them, really. Do you believe in God? 30% said yes. 18% is agnostic about it, I guess. That's my assumption. And 44% of players said no. I can't bring myself, like, if there was evidence, there would be evidence. I would not have any reason to deny it, because there would be evidence. So, right now, I do not have any reason to believe in any deity. So, no. Would you let an android take care of your children? 50% of players said yes. It totally depends on the situation. It totally depends on the situation, but I would still do it myself. I would still take care of my children myself. Because I think a personal connection to your child is the most important thing when it comes to raising a kid. Spending time with them is the most important thing regarding that. How much time per day would you say you spend on an electronic device? Everybody, basically everybody... What? 2 hours a day. I highly doubt that. I don't think people actually count their phone, I guess. I mean, you easily spend more than 2 hours. Easily. And I stream for 4 hours a day, so I'm on 4 hours plus. Easily. If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on by a machine? 73% of players said yes. I also said yes. I mean, why not? If it could save your life or produce a better result than a human would, why not? And to the final question of the survey, do you think one day machines could develop consciousness? 71% players said yes. Yeah, and like I said, it all comes down to technological advancement, really. I mean, once something passes the Turing test, and that is the tipping point for that. Once we reach AI that develops or is advanced enough to reach or finalize the Turing test, and then go beyond that, because it's not going to stop anytime soon. We will continue to progress. Unless we destroy the Earth. Which, you know, could be a possibility. Third World War or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's it for the survey, guys. What happens when I press back? Are you gonna ask me some more questions? No, you're not gonna ask me some more questions. I really want to know if we are gonna see this girl in the game itself. Guys, this was it for the little extra survey thingy. Why is she looking at me like that? Hi. How you doing? Why are you tilting your head? Guys, this was it for the extra video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. I'll see you every day. 10 a.m. GMT, or BST actually, on twitch.tv/RothRuiner. See you then and there. Ciao.